What's going on, everybody? CleeJake9 here, and welcome back to episode 3 of the series, Average COD Player, with your host, me, CleeJake99. So in this episode, in the last episode we talked about Twitch streaming and what comes with that, and in this episode we're gonna talk about sports, mainly football. And I know, you're asking for it when we're talking about sports, because there's a lot of people that are going to say, hey, you're wrong, like, my favorite team's this, and, you should root for them, all other good stuff. But in this, I'm going to talk about my team that I root for, the Cleveland Browns, who are undividedly almost one of the worst ranked teams in all of the NFL. They went 3-13 last year, after the season, and they fired the head coach and general manager, and they let go today. Well, I'm sorry, not today. They let go last week when you're seeing this. They let go of their quarterback, Johnny Manziel, who was a troublemaker and all this other stuff. What I want to talk about, though, is being a fan of the franchise. So I've been a fan for, I don't know, I want to say, 13 years. Born and raised in Cleveland, so I've rooted for the team for 13, as long as I could, as long as I can remember even saying the word Browns. So maybe 14 years, or 12 years, I don't know. I'm rooting for the team for a long time. So, for watching a team that is consecutively bad since they've come back in '99, if you don't know, the Browns left the city of Cleveland and went to Baltimore in 1995, before I was born. And so what I have done is I get the BRM gold here. So they left and went to Baltimore in 1995, and then a new franchise came back in 1999, and ever since then has remained in Cleveland. They haven't left again. The last time the Browns have went to the playoffs was 2002. The last time they won a playoff game was in 1994. Before they left, they won a playoff game. And then after the 1995 season, they moved and packed to Baltimore, and then won a Super Bowl as the Cleveland Browns, but the Baltimore Ravens. Because Baltimore Ravens just lost their team and wanted a new team. Art Modell, the owner at the time, moved the team to Baltimore, just picked up and moved the team to Baltimore. So they went to the playoffs in 2002 and lost in the wild card round to the Steelers, I think. I was 2 years old when that happened, so I don't know, really. But I'm trying to think of what else has happened. Like the last time they had a winning record was 2007, when they were supposed to go to the playoffs. But the Indianapolis Colts, if they won, the Browns would have went to the playoffs. But they lost and benched all their starters, so they didn't make the playoffs. And then ever since 2007, they've had a 4-12 or worse record. I think. Well, I'm sorry. 2 years ago, they went 7-9. They started off the season 7-4, and everybody predicted them to go to the playoffs, and they did nothing but lose, and more losing. So that's what they've done since 2007, when the last time they had a winning record. They went 4-12, 4-12, 5-11, 3-13 last year. Was a great year last year. Then 3-13, great. But, just because my team loses, and I post this on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, that you guys will not forget, that I've come close to just dumping the football team in Cleveland. Like, like, just stop, caring that much or getting upset when they lose, because they're a losing franchise. That's all they've ever done for 16 years. They've lost. And as a fan, it's hard to stay a fan of a team that always loses. It is. And, like, there's a baseball team, the Cleveland Indians. There's a Cavaliers team that's actually worth something. The Cavaliers, they're playoff contenders. The Browns are just a laughing stock. You don't watch the Browns every year to hope that they're going to make the playoffs. You watch the Browns every year just to see if they can do better than 3-13. That's all that sometimes you watch them for, or they're versing your team and you're just seeing how bad your team can humiliate them. That's what you watch the Browns for right now. They have a new coach. There's trade talks about getting Colin Kaepernick. The 49ers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm very sorry. I'm just ranting about my team. We thought that we drafted our franchise quarterback in 2014 when we drafted Johnny Manziel, and then ended up and again, this is my opinion, personal opinion. I used to like Manziel when we drafted him. I defended Manziel when others were like, he's just got to go. And, when he first came out of the NFL, he still does. He has a drinking problem. So he would be drunk at practices, and he went into rehab. He went into rehab for a short time last year, and then he came out and did the same exact thing. He went to bars. He was partying. He got suspended by the Browns for the last game of the season, and then he did it again, and then he had some more trouble, he got in some trouble with his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend now. He beat her up, because I guess that's what he thought it'd be nice to do, is just to beat up his girlfriend, which, again, that's where I draw the line. I can handle the drinking perspective of it, because I do understand that sometimes life can be stressful. But we're going to fast forward, actually, through this part, because I had to step away for a minute. Oh, God. Okay, you can stop, as I have to try to find me again. Oh, okay. Hold on, we're still sitting here. Hold on, I'm gonna get past this part.
Battle is ours to lose. Don't.
You're about to get kicked, and then this is where I start. Okay. So that's where I draw the line as abuse. Okay, I can handle a drinking issue because you can get through that, but once you start beating up women. And he threatened to kill both him and his ex-girlfriend. That's where I draw. That's where homie needs to get some help, because a lot of people are saying that he might not see his 24th birthday party with the way that he's going with the drinking and everything else, because he doesn't care what happens as we win this. And that is going to conclude our rant of the Cleveland Browns, the best franchise in all of the NFL. I'm just kidding. I love my team. I'll always support them, but I've come close to not supporting them anymore. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Average COD Player. If you did, leave a like and comment below. Tell me what your favorite NFL team is, or what sports you guys like to watch. And if it's baseball or basketball, tell me who your favorite team is. If you like soccer, I'll read it. Tell me who your favorite team is in soccer. I'm not a big soccer fan, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I totally agree with you, but I will read the comments. I'll read all the comments. So, like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, comment, share, tweet about it, do whatever. And I will see you guys in the next Average COD video.